Man, is it cold this morning. Oh man, this is the coldest it's been this whole route. It sure was windy. And I was really glad to have that cabin. You're not going to believe this, but there's another cabin about 20 miles away. So perfect distance. And I should be able to reach that cabin this afternoon and have a second cabin. Which is pretty unbelievable. As nice as that cabin was last night, I'm kind of looking forward to a second cabin. And then from there, I'll have 2 more nights out in the wilderness to finish up this hike and then hit some of the best stuff in Kofa. So the name Kofa for the Kofa Wilderness is kind of an interesting one. The name Kofa is actually an acronym. It's K of A is what it actually stands for, and that's King of Arizona. And it's named after a mine, one of the largest mines, I guess, in this area. It's called the King of Arizona mine. It was operated from late 1880s to 1910, and then sporadically to 1937 or so. It was a high-grade gold ore mine, along with a lot of other interesting minerals. So this area, this mountain range, has a lot of mining history. And that's probably why there's this big network of roads that run through here. And technically, on this side of the road is wilderness, and on this side of the road is wilderness, but this road is not. So. Well, this is starting to get a little bit more impressive. So this is an area marked in the map as Wilkinson Seep. I mean, you could certainly dip your bottle in there and collect. I don't know how quickly this thing would fill up, but there's probably a couple of liters here. I know there's another well right by the cabin that I'm going for later. So I'm gonna shoot for that. I'm gonna let this be. I've got 2.5 liters on me now, so I don't need this. And the walk this morning has been fairly boring, but I'm noticing now just all this grass, this dried grass and everything up on these hillsides. I really haven't seen a whole lot of this kind of thing. There's the windmill, there's the awning, so it's going to be the awning over the trough, just like the design of the last one, I suppose. And both these cabins have a well right next to it. Kind of makes sense. Kind of surprised, you know, the well is still producing water though after all these years, because a lot of times these wells dry up. You know, I mean, this is almost a 100-year-old well now, 90-something-year-old well. Oh wow, the water's actually crystal clear in this one, despite all the crap growing on the top of it. Yeah, and that's definitely more clear than the stuff from yesterday. A rare moment where I'm actually filtering water. All topped off with about 5.5 liters of water. I think about a half mile from the cabin now. This is the Wilbanks cabin. Not a good sign, the front door's wide open on this one. The Wilbanks cabin was home to the family of the same name who arrived in 1931 to establish a cattle ranch. The public is welcome to spend the night in the cabin and experience the dream. Oh, the dream, eh? I was hoping this one would be a little bit better condition. You know, you can see right through the walls. A little peephole there. A little pile of turds by the bed. Rodents are going to be calling this one home for sure. For some reason I was expecting it to be kind of the same style of cabin as the one from last night. I think the mice are going to be bothering me tonight. Yeah, it's just crap everywhere in the sink. I mean, look at that. Jeez. But I think I'll be all right on these beds, you know. I mean, they're up off the floor. I don't think they're going to scurry up the little legs and everything to get on top of the bed so much. Should kind of keep them at bay. That's my thought. I've got my OP sacks for my food, the odor-proof bags, so I'm not too worried about my food. So I'm going to spend the night here. I've got 2.5 days left in this hike. I don't need to cover any more miles today to be able to reach my end point on Saturday. Today's Wednesday, so I got Thursday and Friday. I wish the cabin was in a little bit better shape, but hey, like the sign said, the cabin's open to live the dream yourself, so I think I'm going to do that tonight and see if I don't get eaten alive by rodents. It's time for dinner. Basically just trying to eat, and then as soon as the sun goes down, get in the sleeping bag because it's already cold as hell. It's probably going to be one of the coldest nights on this trip so far. I got a little bit of sunset colors, a little bit of reds. Windmill has stopped windmilling for the day, and it is cold. I think that's it for me. Need to get in my sleeping bag and try and get warm.